This morning, a story from Seth Doane we promise you'll find illuminating.
These London landmarks can predate Big Ben by half a century, casting their warm glow from the city's most recognizable sights to its quaint alleyways. But the humble gas lamp has been underappreciated of late.
There used to be 55,000 gas lights in London.
Today, how many?
About 1,100 left.
Aaron Osman is among London's last lamplighters.
While fashions came and went, and the pace of life grew quicker and brighter, they still shed their soft and sympathetic light.
What's a Leary?
Why, it's what we lamplighters call ourselves.
Learys or lamplighters have endured in film lore,
Learys, trip the lights and lead the way.
including Mary Poppins Returns. And the historic lamps set the scene in Harry Potter. But it's a livelihood nearly extinguished in the harsh glare of so-called progress.
The old gas mantle can't compete with the new sodium lamp, whose illumination can be up to 20 times as great.
Cleaner, more energy-efficient, and brighter energy light sources have come into vogue, the unromantic LED being the latest.
And then I would light the pilot.
That's the
Osman explains the lamps mostly run on timers now, but require regular maintenance. He works for British Gas, which has a history with these relics stretching to 1813, when each had to be lit individually.
Oh, once they're gone, they're gone. They've been here for over 200 years. So that's why we do our best to keep them looking and working and how they are.
The future of your job was pretty much on the line.
Yeah, a year ago, this was finished. Until the London Gasketeers sort of stepped in. We've got to thank them, really.
Those gasketeers, think musketeers with a gas lamp saving mission, are headquartered, quite fittingly, in an antique bookshop.
A gaslight really suits the character of the street.
Meet Tim Bryers of Bryers and Bryers Books, who was astonished when he found workers about to dig up the gas lamp outside.
And they told me not to worry, they were just going to see how easy it was to convert our wonderful working gas lamp to an LED. And at that point I was like, are you really?
He put a stop to that, and it sparked the idea for a campaign to try to save other lamps.
How architecture is lit, how buildings are lit is really important. And the gas lamps give this incredibly distinctive warm glow which can't be replicated with a modern LED light.
Were the gas lamps something you'd noticed before?
Yeah, I just assumed that they were safe though. I didn't believe that anyone would come along after 100 years and just take them away. It seemed crazy.
There are environmental reasons to replace these gas lamps.
The combined emissions of the gas lamps in Westminster account for 0.0088% of the borough's carbon emissions. In fact, you could argue that often the simplest and cheapest and greenest option is to keep what's already there.
That and the fact they're better for moths and bats and biodiversity, all reasons to get the remaining ones listed on a historic registry to protect them.
They've done excellent research. They've shown that it's a negligible environmental impact.
Lord Stephen Parkinson was culture minister when this campaign started. They've saved dozens of lamps.
I think that's really convinced lots of people that it's great. We should hold on to this little slice of the past.
They also illuminate a particularly, pungent part of that past.
So this is known as the sewer lamp. So it's the last one remaining that works the way it works. So we're here next to the Savoy Hotel on Carting Lane. This is known as Farting Lane.
Farting Lane?
Yep, because this is where all the sewage from London used to run into the Thames.
Methane from that sewage, unwittingly provided by hotel guests, helps power the lamp. And once upon a time, it had the added benefit of burning off some of the Victorian-era stench, shining even brighter when London is busy.
I never thought I was going to know this much about gas lamps. I look at a gas lamp now and I go, right, I can see that's a 1908 model Rochester with a Horstman clockwork timer and Anyway, I've got to be careful. I'm not allowed to talk about gas lamps at home after 8 o'clock at night.
Your wife says, please, enough?
Sometimes.
These lights from Charles Dickens' era just have so much more personality than an LED.
It's a beautiful light.
It's beautiful, like, you know, we call it the Dickensian glow.
And for the gas companies, Aaron Osman, they make for a pretty good perch.
It's the places that we get to work. You know, the royal parks, palaces, and then all them quirky little streets. You don't get to do that when you're just fixing boilers.